This is the Art Center of Valencia. What an incredible building. Such a sweet little place I just found, all gluten-free. So if you are in Valencia, you have to come here. They make a curcuma latte. That's curcuma is also the other name for the yellow, the not curry, but that makes the curry yellow. Turmeric. Beautiful. And look at this banana bread, and then a bread made of banana and chocolate. So I am going to go out back because there's outside seating. This is what we call brunch is served. We have orange juice, freshly squeezed from Valencian oranges, a matcha latte with almond milk, and then this, what did she call it? She called it, I don't know, it's just smoked salmon, a poached egg, and some avocado, guacamole underneath there. This is what I am going to devour and enjoy. I just want to take a moment to say, this is so absolutely delicious. I want to remember when I look at this, the yum, as well as the earthiness. Presence principle. Savor and devour all those flavors. It's a little chilly, at least for my taste. But I just enjoyed my brunch, and now I'm going to go check out the Art Center, because that's a beautiful building. Something I find fascinating, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, people need permission to cross the street when there's no traffic coming. They literally stop and wait till the light turns green. I don't know. I don't know. My legs like to keep moving. I like to keep moving because movement is medicine. And I don't need permission. I can make a decision to look both ways. I call that being an adult. Aside from really funky clouds that almost look like water mirrors. Interesting, huh? We have the art building, art center. Lots of people walking around. Look at this. Look at all that architecture. It's just fascinating. And all the tiles. And even the color of the rocks is matching. It's got my mauve colors and rose pinks. All the birds are happy too. There's a lot of parakeets here. We had those back in the Dunedin Clearwater area, and they're very aggressive, very territorial. They will run off a bunch of crows. Oh, this is so pretty too. I wanted to highlight the bougainvillea. Look at this. It's a canopy, literally on top of. Just to get a better look over here, I want you to see something. Notice, it's one thing, the shape of the building. It's another, this is suspension of this area right here. Fascinating. But I'm more curious about this botanical garden area. Ooh. How beautiful is that? Centro Punto. It takes a lot for me to want to take these videos. I hope you appreciate how gorgeous this is, because lately I'm just immersed in the experience, and so capturing it has been secondary on my list. Embrace. Whoa! I don't know if you can see these parakeets aside from hearing them. They've made all these nests all along this area. You see these nests? If you pay attention down here, you'll notice they're reaching out for their little pieces of straw, even on that top one. You see that top one? If you look close enough, you'll capture a glimpse. Oh, there he is, building the nest. I believe there's a kayak exploration experience around here somewhere. I was thinking about doing it, but it's like 20 minutes. I'm like, okay, might not be enough time. Going down. Watching the parakeets. Like I said, very territorial. This is where we're heading. Exploring. I guess there's parking here too.
Picture here because we're not sure if we're gonna come back.
Look at that, stairs. I didn't even pay attention. It says no swimming. Look at that color. Nice sunny day. can tell these are some of the happiest birds in the neighborhood. Another one of those gorgeous buildings. I love, love, love that architecture. I love classical buildings. I lived in one in downtown Naples. It was absolutely gorgeous. I'm literally just enjoying my walks around. No need to be anywhere. That's what freedom is. It's just allowing yourself to be guided. Can you go with the flow? Allow yourself to be inspired wherever you land, because you know what, in the end, wherever you go, there you are. You're never alone. You should check out my last video where I was talking on my hikes around Ibiza and my mental musings, especially when I'm walking around, the things that go through my mind. Curiosity, like a child. Curiosity like a child. If you're ever feeling lost, that's how you will find yourself, is returning back to the source of your infinite potential, because your inner child knows it all too well, and some of us have forgotten. So remembering is just returning to source, the inner wellspring of all that is. A little noisy with the sweeper, but another gorgeous building. Look at that detail. There are so many churches, so many historical old type architecture, like so many time periods, all preserved and gorgeous. It's a pretty neat fountain. More beautiful architecture. I don't think this is going to get old. Not for me, at least. The Goya Museum is coming up on the right. And all the tiles on the buildings. Being this far south, there's a lot of the African, Moroccan, like all the influence. I don't know. The Moors, maybe? Like the influence of all of these different cultures and creatives, artists. Rusafa. Can you be influenced in such a way that you create art? Escuela de Artesanos. Can you be influenced in such a way that you make art, not war? Making art is love. I met an expat the other day, a very beautiful woman, had a wonderful conversation. See, large community of expats over here. It's actually not unfamiliar to me. It feels just like home. Like these two are American, clearly. It dawned on me I did not bring my charger. I've been out all day, and my phone is getting close to battery needing to be recharged. So I may just go get my charger and explore more, or I'll just explore more. You see all the difference between the genres. Like that is definitely more modern. I love this white one. I have this affinity for white. Might go back to my old OCD perfectionist. That life, that old life, it comes to influence me and inspire me, and sometimes it haunts me and taunts me. I don't know if anybody else has this issue. It's kind of like having white dogs. Yeah, white dogs, white furniture, dirty paws, having a towel at the door. My angel, she loved to jump in mud puddles. She had no filter, literally. She was my little alpha, my little mirror. Buddy, on the other hand, was my bougie boo. He did not want to go outside if it's raining. He would look at me like, nah, I can wait. I'd have to force him to go outside. But he loved his walks. He loved to take his walks. We'll see. I'm seeing a lot of dogs. Can only mean one thing. Inspiration is coming and the dog is looking for me. It's always like that. They always find me. What a cool building. Beautiful. A little bit more Art Deco modern, as you can tell by the wrought iron terraces. And then you have such diversity next door neighbors. Comparison, right? Like, look at the tops. One's rounded more. It's just fascinating to me. This is me with my head up, always looking up high. Infinitely, past the sky. Actually, I don't mind that there's a sky, that there's limits, because there's infinite within those limits. It's just high. So we just came from there. Infinite limits. Infinite within, infinite without. But you don't have to go without. If you go within, you never go without. And that's called going back to source. Don't outsource, go to the source. That's how that works. It's all in the languaging. Pay attention. Create your own life. Break out of the spells. Any 1931, huh? Look at these trees. Oh, breathtaking. Take a breath. Even when it's breathtaking, it's just to remind you to take a breath. And just appreciate, like, seriously, like this building right here. And that door, oh my gosh, that door is gorgeous. The woodwork here is incredible. Look at all that detail. And those balconies, oh, those balconies are gorgeous. I love that level, that top level. Not the very top, but that just before. That is incredible. I could live there, totally live there. Here we go again. More beauty. More architecture. Even the poles. Look at that. There's something about Spanish with the way that they build out their balconies covered that I absolutely adore. In fact, there's not much I don't like here because it's just so unique. And talk about utilizing the space. And those doors. Once again, the doors. Let's see. Yep, look at those. Ooh, look at this. Oh yeah, number 20. The wrought iron. Ooh. Pretty, pretty. Well, that's clearly getting renovated. So they put the netting around it to protect anything that is unstable on the structure from falling off, especially if they're doing work, if they're doing anything with the facade, and so that it'll fall and not crash and hit anyone. It's a liability thing, you know? Anyway, look at that one, more modern next to it. And then over here, we got some older style, more mixed in. Yeah, I love it. All the different styles mixed in with each other. Time periods. And parking. Look, there's parking down there. It's crazy. That's super cool. But this is what cracks me up right here. In between, there's that yellow stuff. It just, it's fascinating. Like, they're doing work, obviously. But look at how they have, this is only in Europe, right? Like, this is how you connect the electric and all the wiring. That shit wouldn't fly in the States. Somebody would find it out of code or something. But it's a temporary fix. And it's not harming anyone. Anyway, beautiful buildings. I'm over by the train station. This is where I just came from. Look at the top of that building. Wow. I wonder what they're going to renovate it for. This is fascinating. Okay. You see the lights going down on that building? That's another gorgeous building, obviously. And then look at this one. More modern, but look at the way the tiles are up in here. Boy, that's noisy. So there's a Colosseum here, similar to what Rome is, like the one in Rome, but this one seems to be in pretty good condition. And then to the other side of it is the train station. Yep, that's pretty cool. There's always some construction going on somewhere. There's always a lot of work somewhere. Train station right there. Always more to see if you're willing to look and see what's in front of you. Right? Wow. There's that bell, the one that strikes with the time. Oh, flowers. Flowers always make me happy. Nobody else get happy when they see flowers. That's my inner child, having grown up in the country in northern Maine where I used to pick all my flowers. And I used to wonder, why do women like to have flowers given to them? Well, I had an abundance of them, so I didn't think about it until I became older and then realized because I didn't have access to picking them, it was really because I didn't have access to picking the flowers as I became older. Then I started to realize how nice it was to receive them. And that's the irony of life, is allowing and receiving. We can give. And some people might take. But even those takers, are they really receiving what it is they think they need to take? Is there power or force involved? Power is innately within you. Force is when you have to give the appearance of having power, but it actually is not in authenticity, and it's lacking your integrity. It's a discernment. It's also, again, going back to source and knowing thyself. Boop. There is so much to see, tons to see. Look. Look and you'll see what you're searching and seeking for is you, is me. It's thee. This is hilarious. Look at this. Oh my God. He needs to have that fan up his butt. Kind of a hot deal. Yeah, you looking at me. Yeah. Oh, we got Mickey. We got Pikachu. I'm so not into all this stuff, but yeah. Ooh, I like that. This is the walk path. This reminds me of Legos in a certain sense, the way that it's bricks. I'm actually finding my way back to my hotel because I'm down to 9%. I figured I have to be able to find my way back, right? That's kind of important. Okay, I had to have ice cream. This is a yogurt with honey and walnuts with a mocha, chocolate, hazelnut, coffee, ice cream from La Romana. So good. As the sun is setting, I have to capture this. It's so much prettier with this backdrop. So pretty. There's a tour in front of me that's coming at me. Of course. Of course.
Aquí tenemos Valencia visigoda. Aquí tenemos Valencia persiana.
So pretty. That detail. Evening sunset glow. Love it. So I just enjoyed a creamy courgette, which is also known as zucchini, soup, along with a boscaiola galette, which is like a crepe. Crepes, depend on where you're from. And that had mozzarella cheese, truffle sauce, an eggie, mushrooms, and asparagus. That was decent. Could have used a little bit more topping. And then the piece de resistance, of course, was the moussaka, because the moussaka had, instead of the wheat's bechamel, it was coconut cream, coconut milk, and aubergines. So the piece de resistance, of course, is the moussaka with the aubergines or eggplant, or also known as melanzane, my favorite, and I haven't had a really good moussaka in a long time. Probably last time I recall having a really good moussaka was when I was in Turkey. I think that was 2006. Other than that one had bolognese and mozzarella and the bechamel, which was made with the coconut milk. And so this place is all gluten-free, sugar-free, and the galette was made with buckwheat, and their bread is, and the pizzas are based with quinoa. So, yummy, beautiful, sweet. I love that one. So, good meal complete, and I'm gonna go sleep. Muchas gracias. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate it. I love that one. Born to be naked. Naked and satiated. It says naked and sated, but I think they mean satiated. Don't you think? Oh yeah, that was good. So even though I was here earlier, as I'm walking back to my residence, couldn't help but notice, because of course it's details, people. Pay attention to the details. I wasn't underneath here last time. There's some wood damage, obviously. But how old do you think that is? Probably older than, well, I would venture to guess older than I am. Columns and doors. Amazing. All around, up and down. Fascinating. I love the architecture. Why don't we have this architecture more now? Why has it been lost?